And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Samara Kokinos.
Welcome back to Channel 5 News this morning. Your time is 6:44. If you joined us a little bit earlier, we were trying to debate whether it's a windbreaker or a jacket. Well, I've come to a compromise. I think maybe a light jacket if you are sensitive to the cooler weather. So let's get a look at your early morning temperatures. Right around 66 degrees in Rio Grande City, 67 in Weslaco, to 69 in Harlingen, 68 in Brownsville. Those are the places in the 60s. We're at 71 in McAllen and 70 in Edinburg and Raymondville. It does feel a little different though. It's got this warm, humid, almost, well, muggy. I won't say humid. It's a muggy atmosphere outdoors, but I think you're going to notice more so than anything else are the winds that are going to pick up and kind of take away from that very stuffy element that when you don't have a wind you feel more so than other times. So the wind does make it feel maybe slightly cooler, especially if you are sensitive to the cooler weather. But Future Track shows that the winds will continue to pick up this morning, and you'll notice that they're out of the south-southeast today, but not as heavy as they were this time yesterday morning, okay? Basically, we saw a lot of yellow on the map. In the afternoon, we're going to see a mix of yellow and green. So that indicates 12 to 25 mile per hour winds gusting up near 30 miles per hour. It'll begin to slow down in the early evening hours, and overnight they'll lighten up. I'm talking about 8 to 16 mile per hour wind speeds. So if you're headed outdoors tonight, as it does get cooler, you may want that light jacket. But otherwise, we're looking at a really warm day in the RGV. 87 degrees in Roma, Rio Grande City, and San Isidro. The 87-degree temperature continues into La Jolla and McAllen this afternoon. 86 in Edinburg and Elsa, to 85 in Weslaco. And when you go into Willacy and Cameron County, we're looking at 84 degrees in Raymondville and Harlingen, down to Brownsville, 83. Los Fresnos, you'll be at 83 as well. 78 degrees if you're headed to Port Mansfield or to the island. It's going to be very windy today, so if you're headed out to do anything at all today, carry something weighted. I'm talking about if you're having a picnic or if you're going to the beach, carry something weighted to hold down your stuff. Later on tonight, overnight lows will be in the upper 60s with 68 in Rio Grande City, as well as Brownsville, 69 in McAllen, Weslaco, Edinburg, and on the island, to 67 in Raymondville and in Harlingen. We'll continue to pull in that warm and moist air from the southeast ahead of this cold front. This front right here will actually stay well to our north. So as it stalls out to the north, we're going to continue to be warm and breezy. You'll notice the cloud cover does increase, and so does our chance for rain, but it's very minimal. We're talking about a few sprinkles. I think the better chance for rain will come early next week when the cold front arrives, and even then it's not going to be widespread or very heavy. Looking at Future Track, we'll look at Friday morning, okay? This is where our clouds start to thicken up a little bit. Notice the flow is still out of the south-southeast. It will still be breezy on Friday and even through the weekend, but notice that the green little splotches here start to pop up throughout the day and maybe even a few overnight. It's nothing widespread though, so we're talking about isolated sprinkles here and there. Friday going into Saturday, we're back to mainly dry, and then even on Sunday, it looks relatively dry, but I'm going to put a 10% chance for a few sprinkles in there just because the moisture will be increasing so much. I can't completely rule a sprinkle or two out. If you're headed out to the coast today, use caution while you're on the waters. Seas will be at 4 to 6 feet with a moderate chop building on the bay. Here's a look at your First Warn 5 7-day forecast. We'll be at 85 today, going to 83 for Friday and Saturday. Breezy, warm, again with a few sprinkles, and I think a little bit more cloud cover over the weekend with partly sunny to partly cloudy skies. As we head into early next week, that's where we'll see our rain chances increase. Notice we hold at 83 for Martin Luther King Day, with a few showers popping up late in the day going into the overnight hours. Cold front arrives early next week, go Tuesday, so we go from 75 degrees with cloudy skies and a few showers to mainly dry conditions, a little bit cooler, near 72. No major cool down, just a few cool days ahead. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast.